This is a wheel bearing, and if your motorcycle is rolling smoothly down the road, you got these guys to thank. Your wheel bearings are important, so it's important that you check them regularly. I'm going to show you how in this video from the MC Garage. Wheel bearings are simple and tough, but they do occasionally fail. A wheel bearing failure can be disastrous, so it's really important to check your bearings regularly, especially if you ride off-road or in the rain. As a general rule, I check my bearings every time I change my tires. If your bike has a center stand, you've got everything you need to do a preliminary bearing inspection. If your bike doesn't have a center stand, you're going to need front and rear stands to elevate the wheels off the ground. The idea here is to have as little weight on the wheels as possible. So, with the wheel off the ground, grab it on opposite sides and push with one hand while pulling with the other. You're essentially twisting the wheel around the axle and looking for any play. There shouldn't be any motion of the wheel relative to the axle. Now, rotate the wheel 45 degrees and try again. Be aware that the tire may flex on the rim, so don't mistake tire flex for bearing play. If there's any clicking or play, one or more of your wheel bearings might be munched. Now, cranking on the wheel is a good preliminary test of your wheel bearings, but I recommend following that up with a closer inspection. To do that, we're going to have to remove the wheel. With the wheel off the bike, spray some contact cleaner on a rag and wipe your bearings and seals clean. You're going to want to spray the contact cleaner on the rag and not on the bearing itself because you don't want to force any solvent past the seals. Take a close look at the bearing seals to make sure they're intact, and then stick your finger in the bearing and rotate it. If you feel any binding, grittiness, or tight spots, it's probably time to replace the bearing. Thankfully, wheel bearings are pretty affordable and they're pretty easy to replace, and I'm going to show you how to do it in the next video from the MC Garage. So stay tuned. We'll see you in 2 weeks.